saw. Why do you think people would want to watch you survive on a desert island?
I think there'll be an awful lot of people who hope they'll never come back. Goodbye, thank you. What happened if he got washed out to sea? Well, there we go. Right, OK, this is it now. This is what you waited for.
In the last 18 months, my life has totally unravelled.
Shamed, disgraced Philip Stonefield.
I locked myself away from the outside world.
This is such a chunk of my life that I've just been sad.
But now, I want to see if the ultimate isolation can finally set me free.
I'm on my own.
As I'm marooned on a desert island for 10 whole days.
What day do you start to go a little bit bonkers? Go on, get out of it. It's going through a bit of a angry, bitter stage, like some television presenters.
Will this be my opportunity for reflection?
Coming out's just given me more anguish.
Or will I be consumed by my inner demons?
There is definitely a noise in that direction. I know what I did was unwise. Oh, I think another TV presenter or two might have done exactly the same thing. There is so much more I could say.
But can I turn a corner?
This is another world. Nice to discover new things about yourself.
And unearth a new path for myself.
I will find a way. I will not be defeated. I just feel my toxicity tanks emptying out.
And be completely alone 24 hours a day.
I'll be slammed for this. Philip Schofield, mad rant.
Who knows what will happen?
When you throw someone under a bus, you've got to have a really bloody good reason to do it. Shit just got real.
My first 3 days on this island have completely shaken my world.
Oh my.
I've managed to make fire.
Okay.
And find water.
Holy shit, holy shit.
And as this island compelled me to look back at decisions I've made,
I'm fully aware of the damage that it leaves.
hunger forced me to make some bad choices.
Like desperation. If it goes dark on me, I'm stuffed. Oh!
Which means that last night, I got lost in the jungle.
I wish I could remember the way. This is a sodding nightmare. I screwed up last night. I went in there in the dark with shorts on. It was stupid. And I was really lucky because the spiders and the scorpions come out at night. And I did actually put myself in, unnecessary danger last night. And that was through sheer hunger. Man, there's nothing in it. Shit. You never quite know where nature will trip you up. I'm so hungry.
I desperately need some calories. Now the tide is out, I'm going to try fishing again.
Right, okay. First cast. I expect nothing, but we'll give it a go. It's a snag. Yeah, got it wrong. Bollocks! Okay. That is not working because it's just not deep enough. My next plan, I'm going to try and make a float, which I have never done in my whole life. Not a clue how to do it. I'm 62. You expect your life to follow a path.
I honestly thought, you know, I'm going to die on live television, hopefully at 93. But then, you know, it's gone. And it's not the way you planned it to be. It's not the life you expected to have. So, how to tie a float on? Ah, you bastard. And you know, you adapt. You have to adapt to new things. I have to adapt to a new life. Oh, you shit for brains. I've tied it at the end where the hook should be. What an utter dick.
Hello dear, what are you watching? I'm just watching Philip Schofield tie fishing line around a bottle. Oh, jolly good. How's he doing? Not very well, I'm afraid. Aha, okay. No surprise there then. Carry on.
My dad would almost certainly be laughing his socks off now. We used to go fishing on the rocks in Newquay, and I was getting bored, as I often did. So I crept down the rocks, and he's got his line out over these rocks. I grabbed a hold of the line from underneath. And all I heard was him go, Jesus Christ! He thought he got a monster. Oh, but anyway, there you go. Okay, so we now have a weight and a float. What we need now is bait. And this is where it gets really ugly. You don't want to see this, mate. Oh my God, I am so sorry. There we are, it's through. Okay, so let's see what part of this goes wrong. Do you know when you just can't imagine that anything's going to work? Well, it didn't go out very far, and it is floating. That bottle, it's difficult to know. Obviously with a float, when it goes down, you know that you've got something. But that bottle acted a bit weirdly. Oh, fuck me. Oh my God, I've got a fucking fish. I have got a fish. I've got a fish. I've got a fucking fish. Let me get you on the shore. Let me get you on. Let me get you on. Let me get you on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Oh my God. I don't think it's anything poisonous. Look, Dad. Look, Dad, I caught my supper. And I'm going to actually eat it right away. I'm going to go back and I'm going to eat it because I'm so hungry. You remember I said the other day the difference between being content and being happy. Now I'm really happy. My dad would be so thrilled. He'd be so thrilled and so proud. And my mum. And my mum. Of course. But he was the fisherman. I made a fucking float. And I can eat before it goes dark. Oh, God. Thank you, mate.
Now all I have to do is to make a fire to cook today's catch.
Oh, it's hurting me so much. It's not making a spark. Oh, there we go. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, please. Please, please. It's burning my finger.
One thing you're going to be amazing at, fires.
I think I'm pretty cool with a fire.
You are the best fire maker. Fire starter.
Yeah, I twisted fire starter. Please. Oh. What's happened?
I would love people to understand what's actually happened and forgive him for a mistake.
It's hurting so much. Oh, oh. I know, what I did, and I wish I hadn't. And I know that, I made life tough for the people that I love the most. But, people just went. Who I thought were my friends. And they just went. And it's like, what the hell? Oh my goodness me. I can't think of a single fish I've ever had in my entire life that tastes as good as this. I mean, I've been chucked under a bus. And I could drive the same bus over so many people, but I'm not that sort of person. I never have been. But if I sit down with a camera and and the light's going, and who knows what I'll say. People have asked me why I'm doing this. Every time I take Alfie out for a walk, I get packed, which is fine. How many pictures of man walking dog do you actually need? When those pictures are posted in the online press, people say, the publicity machine's back in full swing. He's working his way back, shamed, disgraced Philip Schofield. Who had an affair. Strangely, I think another TV presenter or two might have done exactly the same thing. Difference is heterosexual. It's not an unusual thing in the gay world for there to be a difference in age groups. Not that unusual in the straight world, but that being the case for me, I ain't been a woman. Pat on the back. Well done, mate. But here's the rub. Telly's provided me so many amazing memories, but this is the last challenge. And when I finish my fish, I'll tell you why. Because it's getting dark and I can't see it, and my fish is getting cold. So I'll finish my fish and I'll clear up. And then I'll tell you.
I've been here for 4 days now, completely alone. Isolation has forced me to revisit the past and come to some big decisions about my future.
I don't think I want to do it anymore. Look, I love telly. I've got telly in my bones. But I won't sit on a sofa again. I'm not going to do that again. And there are some people I won't work for again. Some people I won't work with again. I've been hurt so badly by that sort of telly and by some of the people in that sort of telly that you know, you get to the point where you think, I don't want to do it anymore.
When I was 10 years old, I was so excited about TV and radio, like massively. And there was a Ladybird book of television, and in it were all the studios and what happened in them, and at the back was a map of Television Centre. And it was my greatest dream was to walk down Wood Lane and walk into Television Centre. And I became, at the age of 19, I became a bookings clerk at the BBC. And I got a pass that got me into all of the BBC buildings. And I said to the guy I was working with, I said, does this get me into Television Centre? So he said, yeah. Why would you want to go there? I said, oh no. And that weekend I went and I walked in. And it was like I'd walked into Atlantis above ground. It was so magical to walk in through those gates. And I walked around everywhere, and Diana Dawes stepped on my foot in a lift. I went upstairs to the canteen. It was all subsidised. I had a steak for about £3, believe it. And I looked through every studio that didn't have red flashing lights. There were studio doors that were empty. There was nothing in them. I went in and I absorbed the smell. And the smell of a TV studio still excites me. And so I loved being there. I loved being there. Which meant that when what happened to me, it screwed up my favourite building in the world. And it pretty well blew away all those happy memories, and suddenly the place became hostile to me. And that was heartbreaking. And the people who did it to me know. They know how important that building was to me. They know that when you throw someone under a bus, you've got to have a really bloody good reason to do it. Brand, ambition is not good enough. It's not a good enough reason to throw someone under a bus. So you go on the bonfire.
It is hard to come to terms with the fact that the people you thought you knew were not the people that you knew. They had completely different agendas.
Man alive, people can be fake. They can be so fake. With you when it's all going well, and suddenly, utter betrayal. When the tidal wave washed through and it washed everybody away, the ones that were still standing, they're the ones that matter. And I thought, how many friends do you need? I don't need 200 fake friends. I've got, 10, 15 friends that I would die for, and they would die for me. Let me throw some more logs on the fire. I've not quite finished yet. Well, I'm conscious of lighting, because I'm a professional. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot
of amazing people in morning television. I was just thinking then as I was collecting wood, I think there are only 3 shits. One of them is a coward who never stepped up in Qgate. One of them is a coward because they never stepped up when I was being battered by that one journalist who thought I'd got them fired, but in fact it was the other person, this person in telly, that got them fired, but never said. And the other one is just brand orientated, not what you expect, not what you think you're going to get. When it all came to a sudden and very abrupt end, questions were asked about our toxic environment in Parliament. A toxic thing, by the way, is utter bollocks, created by papers. There's no toxicity, there wasn't when I was there. I found out after I left that there are a few people in there that might be a little bit toxic. I never saw it. When you're a turn, when you're, on the telly, you don't see stuff like that. You're protected from it. People don't tell you. So I had no clue. But yeah, there were, some pretty tricky people in there. But I didn't know. But when you've given so much to somewhere and been so loyal, to have absolutely no loyalty shown to you, I know what I did was unwise, not sensible. But is it enough to absolutely destroy someone? Literally destroy them. I don't think I could have said sorry anymore. I apologised to people that I hadn't actually spoken to, and no one could be more sorry than me.
In a state of panic, I even messaged my management to say, I understand if you have to let me go.
I was suicidal. Like, literally, one more push and I'm done. And they sent me what looked like a cut and pasted text. This time, we have to let you go. 31 years. There is so much more I could say.
When you get something wrong and you hurt the people around you and you know you got something wrong, I don't know what price you're supposed to pay and whether the price you're paying is necessarily proportionate.
So yeah, there you go. That sort of sums that up. And it takes me back to where I started. I don't want to do it anymore. I'll be slammed for this. Philip Schofield, mad rant. But the thing is, I don't care anymore. I don't care. This is me having my say as I bow out. And the good thing is, when you do a program like this and you do it just for yourself, you have nothing to lose. They've taken pretty much everything. Reputation, dignity, legacy, everything. Anyway, I'm not bleating, I'm just getting it off my chest. The reason I'm doing that is because I am loving this challenge. I am loving what I'm finding out about myself. I'm loving every day. When I get on that boat and I leave here, I will know that I did my best and I've said my piece. And anyone who's bitter about that, honestly, you can fuck off. Because I don't give a shit. I quit. Mic drop.
Last night showed me how much solitude
Oh, shit.
is exposing old wounds. So today, I'm trying to keep myself busy.
That's a nice little job done.
Quite like to make a chair. When we take the family on holiday, I'm known for making chairs in sand.
This is my sand chair. All the rage. Everybody wants one, darling. It's a good place for the remote there, look.
I'd like to think that I have the resilience and positivity in me to get me through. But I do need to keep relatively busy because everybody wants a purpose.
It looks like a bloody grave. I look like I've dug my own grave. Here lies Philip Schofield. He had a good run.
Maybe this is what retirement feels like. And I absolutely refuse to, sit in a rocking chair and do nothing. I want to explore. Maybe getting to this stage of your life is about setting new challenges. Doing things you didn't think you were going to do.
God, it's beautiful.
There's one part of the island I haven't explored yet.
It's just been looking at me going, come on, come on.
The top of that mountain towers at nearly 300 meters, and it's exactly the quest I've been looking for.
That's such a challenge. And I want to see the top.
I know I'm going to expend a massive amount of calories by going up there.
So I need a big meal or something to get up there.
Tomorrow, I haven't had any breakfast. The fish has worn off. Fascinated to know what my weight is. It's got to be dropping.
Oh my bloody God.
A boa. I wonder whether it's coiled up because it's eating something, whether it's caught something in there. I'm going now. Just going now, back over my log. Enjoy your breakfast. It's funny, you hear things that are here until you see them. It's like, bloody hell. Okay, shit is real.
I've had no food since last night, so I need to hunt. I know that there are crabs. I love crab, but they only come out at night.
If I do well, that means that I can go up the hill tomorrow. Mountain. But I need to feed up tonight. So my plan is more than one crab. All right, start looking out in a minute. There's Crabville. You can hear them scuttling everywhere. Oh, right down his hole. Fuck it, he knew where home was. I thought he was going for that hole, and he went down that one. That's why you didn't go. Oh, fuck. Now, I was warned about that. Be careful that they don't cave in. Sorry if that was your house. I've just smashed in the bloody patio. Sorry. They're so deep, I can see them scuttling inside. I just need to catch one out in the open. Right, okay, he's out in the open, and he is a big one. Hello, mate. I'm sorry. Sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. He's a big one, having you. Bloody hell, that's brutal, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Okay, I think that's enough. I just need you to know that I feel utterly shit about doing that. I actually feel really quite guilty. Don't like that at all. Anyway, I've got to eat something. Oh, God.
After a successful, albeit traumatising hour of hunting, I finally have some much-needed sustenance for tomorrow's climb.
That's the crab soup boiling. Crab claws cooking. God, they smell amazing.
This will be my first mouthful of food in over 24 hours.
My God. Thank you, Sir Crab. I'm so sorry, but thank you. Well, I wouldn't do this in a restaurant, but this is my restaurant. Wow. Oh my God, I'm so full. I'm in my sand chair and I can look at the stars and reflect. My God, the Milky Way. So, I will bid you fond farewell and good night. And tomorrow we climb. It is just before dawn. Day 6. And today's climbing day. So, just woke up. And that's beautiful, isn't it? There are times I just want to stand and look in awe and wonder. The moon is out. Sky is lightning. Different colours. Just so beautiful. Anyway, I can't. I've got stuff to do.
Today, I embark on my epic climb up the Ankaria mountain.
That's got it. Look. Up it comes.
I'm going to need all the nutrients I can get from what little food I have left.
The mangoes are actually starting to go a bit brown, so this is a very opportune moment to use them. That seed is way too bitter.
Homemade mango tea. Let's hope it tastes better than it looks.
God, that's awful. Oh. It's like all things that are incredibly good for you taste shite.
Climbing to the top of the island with very little fuel is going to be both a physical and mental challenge, but I am determined to prove to myself that I can do it.
It is a rock face. And this is just this much of
that big. It's actually quite a climb. There's leaves falling, make you jump. This is going to be a long and arduous trek that way. The worrying thing is that I go wrong and then I have to go back. Oh. For the first time I've just looked back and I can see that's how far I've climbed. So that's not bad. Onwards.
The rock face is becoming more and more steep. I can feel my energy dropping.
Well, sheer rock face. This is utterly awesome. I can just see the shimmering sea through the trees. It's just through there. How lucky, eh? How lucky am I? I mean, I won't be very lucky if I fall off the sodding thing, but at the moment I'm lucky. The summit is still a very long way away.
When you love telly, and from the age of 10, that is your life, and that's all you want to do, and then it's gone, you need another life. You need to do something else. You need to look in a different direction. Things didn't turn out the way you thought they might, so you've got to look elsewhere, and you've got to see, where does that path go? Because I can't go down that one anymore.
This is getting easier. The only thing that worries me is that sheer rock face going back. Look at this! Bloody hell. This is another world. Is that Baobab? Who'd have thought these were up here? God, I'm glad I did this. I mean, every single day here is a life moment, and I haven't even got to the top yet. Oh, shite, that serves me right. Just up ahead is piles of rocks from people who have laid stones on the top of this mount. And if you don't lay a stone on the top, then apparently you are cursed. And we could all do without that. So I'm like selecting my stone, and that is my stone. This is the one. Let's go and lay the stone on the pile. With absolutely no doubt or question or hesitation, when anyone says to me, "Where's the favourite place you've ever been?" it will never change from now on. It's this. Oh, I just saw my beard in the lens. That's not bad at all. Oh,
Oh, there we go. We'll spoil the moment there. Marvellous. Thank you very much indeed. Get off my land. I've done so much self-analysis over the past few years. I've sort of analysed my head and analysed myself, and I've analysed everything. But I know that that toxicity tank is nearly empty. I have regrets, but if you constantly look back over your shoulder, then you won't see where you're going. And I want to look forward. You know, I don't know how long I've got, you know, none of us do. So I want to look forward. There's a brilliant poem by Emily Pearl Kingsley. It's called Welcome to Holland. It's perfect. It was sent to me by my therapist, and it was representative of everything in life which is unexpected and adapting to it. And essentially, and I hope you'll forgive me because I can't quote it word for word, but what it's about is you think you're going to Italy and you pack all your bags and all your tourist books and everything you need for your trip to Italy, and you're ready to go, and you get on the plane and you fly, and then you land and the pilot says, "Welcome to Holland." And you think, Holland? I didn't want to go to Holland. That was not my intention. That wasn't my plan. I didn't want to be in Holland. I've got all the tourist books for Italy. And then you get off the plane and think, well, this is unexpected. And then you realise that Holland is a really lovely place. And you think, okay, well, you know, this isn't quite where I expected to go, but nevertheless, I'm quite happy here. And so you adapt. And so welcome to Holland. Holland is a lovely place with lovely people, and it's not quite where you thought you were going to go, but it's rewarding, and it gives you moments like this.
Next time.
There is a member of my family who committed a heinous crime.
I learn I'm not alone after all.
Those are paw prints, like a big striding mammal. What the fuck?
And finally, let go of the past.
I have written down all the people who were toxic